Alright, it's Friday. Time to go meet the shuttle. Going back to Georgia. Let's try to do another section. The AT from Hogpen Gap to back to Dix Creek Gap where I'm leaving my car. I'm using Ron's shuttle service this morning, meeting them at 9:30. So let's get on the road. Alright, so we're gonna arrive just before shuttle range shuttle time is 9:30. So had to stop and get gas this morning, but see, we're in the Greenville traffic this morning. It's not too bad. But anyway, doing that. So plan over the next 2 nights, 3 days is survive thunderstorms. Try to have a positive attitude through the rain. And have a good time. The actual plan is to hike from Hogpen Gap to Dix Creek Gap. So that should be my next to last section of Georgia. To complete the AT going through Georgia. So, yeah, it's going to be 2 nights, 3 days. Hopefully going to make it to, I'm sorry, I tried to let you in. See, traffic got worse. Anyway, so yeah, I'm meeting her at 9:30. And then she's going to shuttle me up to Hogpen Gap from Dix Creek where I'm going to leave the car. Hopefully we make it back to the car. It is calling for thunderstorms and rain almost the entire weekend, but I have not been backpacking since May. And it's mid-July right now, so I needed to get out. So yeah. I mean, we've backpacked in rain before. I've been hem-hauling the last like 3 days, checking the weather, like, will I go, will I not go? And I'm like, I'm going. I think I've got like 28 pounds of gear, which I don't know how I did that. But anyway, yeah, so we'll show you the way. It's about 2-hour drive from upstate South Carolina to Dix Creek Gap. Got Sally back there in the very back. I didn't have time to put her car seat protector in, so she's having a ride in the back. Yeah, we'll just show you all the way. Should be have blue sky and sun this morning, but I have a feeling we're not going to see much of that today.
Welcome to Georgia.
So here's downtown Clayton, Georgia. There's a good coffee shop and place down there on the right. And there's also a good pizza place up there on the left. 13 minutes away. Clouds are building. There is a pretty good sized storm system off to our west right now. Don't know if it'll fall apart or if we'll get drenched today, but yeah. I say rain's the name of the game of this weekend. Calling for rain every single day. I think for the most part it's supposed to be just like scattered thunderstorms, but it just is what it is. I'm going to try to stay near shelters. That way in case like the storm's really bad or something, I'll just sleep in the shelter instead of in the tent. I did bring a tent. I brought the X-Men Pro 2 because it's, for me, it's the tent or the shelter I can set up the fastest. I thought about bringing the hammock, but I couldn't find Sally's dog tent, to be honest. I have no clue where that thing's went. So, but yeah, so in the tent. And plus that gives me the option, since I had to bring a sleeping pad, to sleep in the shelter if I need to. So, yeah, that's a little bit nervous because I'll say I ain't been on a backpacking trip since May. So, we'll see how we do. Yeah, beautiful day right at Dix Creek.
Levels off. Goes down behind that tree. Ready?
Yeah.
There it is. All of that is blue. And then it does a sharp drop down into Unicoi.
Okay.
And then that one on the left is Rocky.
3/4 arriving at destination on left.
Hogpen Gap. Yep. Alright, we just got dropped off at Hogpen Gap. So we're here. We're gonna get our packs on and hit the trail. Alright, let's hit the trail. So this is just maybe about the forestry. So currently at Hogpen, and I'll take the AT up tonight and do Blue Mountain. Then tomorrow stay up near Trey Mountain or push to Addis Gap before returning to the car on Sunday at Dix Creek. A huge thank you to Ron with Ron Shuttles. He's great. He's a wealth of knowledge for the AT. He's been doing this for like 18 years, so definitely helpful. He was great about like telling me about water sources and stuff like that. So okay, so let's hit the trail. And he made me aware of a bear and her 2 cubs, mama bear and 2 cubs, that apparently is pretty active around both shelter areas. He said, you know, she wasn't being aggressive or anything, but just to be aware, because he was saying what she does is she stays around Blue Mountain in the evenings and stuff, and then during the day makes her way to Trey. So we may see her a couple of times, but he said typically it's not aggressive, so we'll be cool to see a bear, but at the same time I just kind of don't. But beautiful purple flowers. Unicoi Gap's 14, but we won't pass through Unicoi today. We're staying about, I think Blue Mountain is about a couple miles before Unicoi, so yeah. And hopefully the storms stay to our south or hit away from us. Just make the best of it. So over there's a campsite. Definitely looks more tent friendly. Is that 0.1 from Hogpen? Oh yeah, there's a big. I still don't see a ton of space for hammocks though. You could probably make a hammock work in here. Maybe here or maybe over there. So definitely right in there. Looks decent. So some sort of like white fringed flower. I don't think I've ever seen that one. looks like a different plant. I thought that was like the flock type stuff. I wasn't expecting to see so many like flowers. It's really pretty. Oh, this is nice. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Oh, there's some blackberries. So over there might be a campsite or just a place to use the bathroom, 0.44. But there's poison ivy, so I'm not going to walk back in there. And that's another thing I will note is that we're in a dry stretch of the trail right now, according to Ron. He was saying that pretty much like from Unicoi Gap, I believe. No. It was before that. Anyway, from 4 miles from Hogpen going north and 7 miles going back south, it's like an 11-mile stretch that's completely dry without any water sources. So, and this is mid-July, and it has been hot, it has been dry, so it's just been the last like 3 or 4 days that we've been having like pop-up thunder showers and stuff, so that's why the ground is wet. But yeah, I've got 3 liters of water in my pack, and I've got an extra water bottle to, you know, get water if I need it. But I feel pretty good right now, so just keep showing y'all the way. Some more blackberries. One thing I will note that I did doing different this trip is I'm cold soaking, so I didn't bring a stove. I did bring a lighter and some like fire starters just in case the storms do miss us. If we have a fire tonight, that'd be nice. But I just know usually like if I've been in the rain all day, I don't feel like cooking or dealing with, you know, measuring and waiting. I just want to eat, go to bed. So that's why I opted for cold soak this trip. Plus I brought extra bars and stuff just in case I'm truly lazy and can't wait 5 minutes for a cold soaked salad. So it looks like they've freshly blazed painted the blazes. Maybe they look a little brighter than normal. So here's like a little wide spot. Maybe you could set up a tent here if you was desperate. This is at 0.88. Nice little break spot there. It's 1.21. You could probably set up a small tent there. It'd be rocky though. It's just a cool little flower. It's a big group of them. So I will say this is my first time backpacking since May, so it's been a little while, a couple months. mean, I've not been off trail entirely, but like I've just not been as active due to various reasons. But it was great to be on the trail today. Like, you know, it's just really pretty. But you know, I have done a couple of day hikes and stuff since May, so I haven't completely lost my trail legs, but I hadn't been hiking in like 3 weeks, so a little long overdue. But just enjoying the beautiful morning. Another thing I'll note is the shuttle ride. It was roughly, I think, 40 minutes or so. So just kind of factor that into when you want, like what time you want to be on the trail. Because sometimes it's easy just to think, sometimes it's just easy to get lost in the details and not really like think through it. Oh, I'm not going to be on trail till 10:30. I mean, typically I wouldn't, but with my work schedule and how I've been feeling lately, I just felt like I needed the extra time this morning to, you know, not rush and make sure I had everything, all that. So that's why I got such a late start. So he had another time like 8:30 or something, but that would have meant I had to get up at like somewhere in the 5 o'clock range, and I just didn't have it in me. I was worried I wouldn't have it in me. So anyway, that's why like we didn't get here till like I think 10:20 is when we got on the trail. So it's already plenty warm, but at least there is a breeze. There's not as much of a breeze since we've been on this side of the ridge. I feel like it's more coming from the north, but still, like, it seems like it's kind of switched around a little, but just enjoying whatever breeze we can get, because I think it's probably in the 70s ish. I think as we climb, I think like the highs on top of like the mountains, like Trey and stuff, is supposed to be like in the 60s. So that'll be nice. I will just keep showing you all the way. With the rain and everything, I may just stop once and snack, rather than trying to hold an umbrella and all that in the rain. So may stop at, I think there's a shelter between here and Blue Mountain, so we may stop there. It just depends on how far off the trail it is, to be honest. Try not to overdo it. So, it's been really pretty. I'm like just all of like the little different wildflowers and stuff. I wasn't expecting them. So at 1.65, little campsite here. Definitely tent friendly, because there's poison on the tree, so I wouldn't want to hang. And you could probably hang a hammock maybe over there. Maybe that's what people are doing. But definitely tent friendly, especially right there. That's pretty flat. Nice little fire ring there. So I'll say 1.65, 66. Back on the main trail. I wonder if they've rerouted the trail. So that last little thing where I said I wonder if it's a reroute, it definitely is. I mean, this is obviously the trail, but even my watch and Gaia thinks I'm off trail right now. So if you're using some sort of like digital map, you know, that's like alarms you when you're off trail, it's probably going to go off in this section, because it looks like The old way went up and over this little knob. And just in case I didn't say, just past that last campsite at 1.67 or 1.66, the trail, according to all the maps I've got, including my Koros, Gaia, all of them show the trail going up and over this knob that we've been walking like beside. Yeah, it's right there. It looks like the trail. So they have rerouted it. You can kind of see the old trail right there. So I just don't know if I gave the mileage point for the reroute. So I definitely enjoyed the new trail. That was nice. Okay, so I bet here's the old trail. So you can see where they've kind of blocked it. So this is at 2.75, so that's roughly what, about 1 1/8 reroute distance from point to point. I don't know what the old mileage was, but I'll show you on the map. So yeah, it's going around Poor Mountain now instead of over it. So at Sapling Gap, it's going around this way and rejoining it up here. So as I say, I mean, Gaia nor like my Koros map, either one show the reroute. Far out might. I don't know. Let's check far out. So it does show. I mean, it shows the old trail and then it has the new route. So then it shows that campsite too. So anyway, keep climbing. Now I think we start climbing up to get to Sheep Rock Top. Something like that. And then we'll go down. We'll go down to the shelter. I think. It just depends. Anyway. A bunch of those purple flowers here. Morning. Yeah, there's a nice little campsite here. Definitely tent friendly. Not so much. Really don't see a place for a hammock there unless you do it between those two trees over there. This is at 3.3. Definitely a nice tent site. So taking a little small break here. This little campsite. It's at 3.5. I wasn't really planning on eating anything, but I figured since I have my pack off, I might as well. You can see there's a little tent site, but it is kind of slanty and lumpy. And the fire ring is kind of piddly. I mean, I see some rocks scattered around, so you could probably rebuild it up. It don't seem to be a super heavily used site. You know, I mean, it seems nice. Like, you could probably hang a hammock from this tree to that tree. I wouldn't hang off of that one because it's got poison ivy on it. But I don't know, that tree there ain't looking the best either. But anyway, well, I've got some spicy mango and... Oh no, actually I take that back. The spicy pineapple and some tahini covered dates. And then once we start hiking, I'll start doing these honey stingers. So we'll get on the trail here shortly. Well, I say this campsite's at 3.5. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and have my protein cookie. Yeah. And I just did some like 3, I think of my electrolyte gummies, and I ate some of the mango or pineapple, sorry. I think I'm gonna wait till I get to the top of this climb before I try to eat, because I'm worried it's just gonna make me feel sluggish. And I'm sluggish enough going up hills, so we'll just wait. So apparently this is called a Joe Pye weed or something like that. Sheep Rock Top. I wonder if there's like a little viewpoint out that way. So this is at 3.84. So to this point we've gained 768 feet. Nice little campsite here. Nice and kind of flat. No view though. I don't see any kind of like side trail to anything. So it looks like it's like a pop-up shower just ahead of us. And it's like there's a storm coming from our southwest. But we'll keep going. This is at 3.85. So now I'm gonna eat my protein cookie while we're going down. So went ahead and finished our snack and got the umbrella, put the trekking pole up and got the umbrella out. Just kind of started sprinkling and it's thundering and stuff, so I'd rather have the umbrella than I would the trekking pole, I think. But I think we got just under a mile probably to the low gap shelter. So I'll probably stop there because there is a privy there and I'd like to use the bathroom. So This little rock outcropping's at 4.13. Okay, so I think this is low gap. So I think, yeah, the shelter and water's down that way. So I'm gonna go down that way to, I thought there was a privy here though. But anyway, this is at 4.74. There's campsites. Hey, here's one. Oh, that looks decent for a hammock. This here looks good for a tent. No fire pits here though at all. It's a big dead tree. So the trail keeps going that way. This is nice. At least there's a fire pit here. Let's see. I do not see the shelter. Right there's like a little campsite. I guess we'll go ahead and go down and check the shelter out. So 4.77 right now. What's that say? Oh, area closed for revegetation. So I wonder if the shelter's closed. I wonder if that's the water source typically. And dry. Okay, so I double checked and this is the trail down to the shelter. So down here looks like some more little campsites. Not a lot of fire rings. Oh, okay, there's the shelter. What's a ways down here? I'm just saying. What's a small shelter? And I believe this is low gap shelter. So there's a little bit of water down here. Up front shelter. Nice fire ring here. It's pretty clean. Oh yeah, there's the bare cables. So it's 4.88 down here. I like the little picnic table. It's always a nice little luxury to have. Oh my gosh. Really? Sorry. I mean, this is what I'm seeing. Oh my gosh. I don't think I'll be using a bathroom right there. How is this guy thing? Oh my gosh. I mean, that was bad. I've never seen a privy that bad. And I think it almost seemed fresh. I won't, like, some of it looked dried, but like some of it, I mean, because like there was stuff like behind the toilet. It's like, it's just, I don't even know. I don't know how that happens, but that was disgusting. So I'm gonna try to let my friend who sometimes volunteers with the GA ATC know that that's like that. But also I'm here mid-July and it's like that, so it may or may not look like that when you come, but be prepared to go behind a tree in case it is. But we'll get our rain jackets on because it's starting to kind of rain, and yeah, just keep going down the trail, up the trail. Let's see, do they have a contact? Oh, and another thing I want to note is there's actually 2 sets of bear cables. I basically walked under that one, and then there's one down there. So 5.07, right it back up. Whew. Nice little uphill coming out of that shelter. Alright, back on the main trail, 5.17. I made my umbrella hands free and just tucked it under my chest strap. That works. Another little trickle. Oh, that's flowing good. So this is at 5.54. A nice little source. Nothing running here. So here's a couple of camping areas. This is at 6.55, little small tent site. I definitely wouldn't hammock here. A big poison vine on the side of that tree. And then almost right across the trail is another little campsite, but like neither one of them don't look like have fire rings. And this tree's dead. So, but good tent site here. That's nice. I wonder if there was a fire ring here at one time. Alright, back on the main trail, 6.57. It's got a camp. It's got a fire ring. This is at 6.58. So you can see there's a campsite back there. So there used to be a fire ring there. Back in there looks good for hammocks, but I mean, I would check all the trees for poison vine. There's a nice fire ring here. So back on the main trail, 6.6. So it looks like we might get lucky, at least for now, because it's kind of split and going north and south of us. Let's see how to get everything. Okay. So I just finished my first bag of energy chews and took my rain jacket back off and put my umbrella. Right now it don't seem to be raining, so it was warm in that rain jacket. Even with the pit zips open, it just little campsite. I wonder if there's usually water here. 6.99. About a small tent or tarp would be about all you could set up here. There's the sun. So I just checked the radar. We're kind of in the middle of, like, there's rain and stuff to our north, to our south. But right now we're just in this little gap, nice little non-pour down thunderstorm area, which is great. So definitely enjoying that. Oh wow, nice little camping area. I bet in the wintertime this is awesome. You can definitely tell it's a popular site. I do not see a ton of firewood. This is super nice. This is at 7.17. Yeah, I like this. Nice little ridge top campsite. Plenty of room for, I think, hammocks, tents, whatever you wanted to set up. I don't even see a ton of like poison ivy on the trees. Cool. Cool. And the sides are like nice and flat. The only thing that I will say is where it's exposed dirt like that, if it comes a really heavy thunderstorm, your tent is going to be a dirty mess. We did that on the Bartram, and Mom was in the tent and hit where it rained so hard, the dirt and stuff had splashed up all over on all of the tent along the bottom of it, and it was like in the netting and all that. Now the inside stayed dry and clean, but just the outside was just a mess. So that is the one downside to camping on exposed dirt like that, is if it does come a downpour, you're gonna have a muddy mess for a tent. But anyway, let's keep making our way. I will say, like, so far this has been really, really nice. The trail hadn't been too rocky, the climbs haven't been real steep, you know, and it's just been kind of cruisy, you know, like I'm not really pushing hard, and we've been hiking for just under 5 hours, like 4 hours, 41 minutes or so. And we've already done 7.22 miles. So, and I mean, for the most part, it's not been real rocky or technical. So this so far has been just really, really nice. No views. Not much of any views. Now, probably in the wintertime, this would be like really nice. But, and all the ferns are really pretty. Because over that 7.25 miles now that we've done, we've only gained 1,421 feet. Which ain't bad. Like, I don't feel exhausted. Which is what I was kind of worried about, to be honest. But, yeah, it's just been really, really, really nice. Just pretty flowers. Really cool, like, rock stuff here. It's at 7.44. Looks like there's usually a water source here, but yeah, that ain't. Oh wow, that's big. I wonder how long it'll be before that tree's down. So here's like another, looks like creek water source typically. It's currently dry, 7.59. So there's another dry spot. I mean, it's just barely a trickle. It's not enough to get water here. 7.7. Here's another nice big campsite with a fire ring. 7.98. Definitely plenty of room for a tent here. You could probably go back here and set up a hammock. Yeah, you can set up a hammock back here, tent. Definitely lots of options here. This is nice. Nice little breeze here too. So here's a nice little camping area as well. This is at 8.25. Nice little fire ring here. Plenty of room for hammocks, tents, looks like. You know, she got room here to set up a hammock, I believe. Especially, well, I don't know. I'm sure you could find two trees to make it work. Maybe those two, but that looks like that's got poison on it. It's definitely a nice little spot here. Back on the main trail, 8.27. This is cool, but it's so dark in here.
Pretty from this side if you need to get water.
Oh no, I just passed a water source at 8.62. There's a couple there getting water, so but that's why I carry as much water as I do, is so I don't have to stop during the day and filter. I can just keep on trucking. Come on, Sal. Man, this has been really pretty. Especially sections like this where it's just nice, easy hiking. It's going So yeah, if it just keeps being nice like this, you know, like I feel like we can make pretty good time. Get to the shelter. Alright, so it's like fixing to get hit. So, but it seems to be moving pretty fast. So, we'll see. It will just pass me again. It's fine with me. They can break the spider webs. About 3 miles or so, maybe 2.5 from camp, but we got this pretty good sized climb up to Chattahoochee Gap. I believe it's Chattahoochee. Yeah, Chattahoochee Gap. And then we take a right. Not too bad. Just climbing. I'm walking into the fog. How you doing, Sal? So let's just go. Oh, hey. So here's a campsite. It's at 10.26, just before the split with Jack's Gap Trail, which continues straight there, and that goes up to Brasstown Bald. Little campsite here at the AT. Apparently there's water down that way. And we're going to stay straight on the AT. This junction's at 10.27. Apparently there's a water trail down that way. Yeah. The only thing about wet ground is you getting dirty. Just not, I don't know if it's just the way I walk or what, but it's like I throw dirt on the back of my calves. But it's especially messy when it's wet. I guess you could set up a small tent right there. 10.52. Those trees down at 10.81. Nice big camping area. Oh, I wonder if this is the water for the thing. This is at 10.91. There's a nice little campsite too. So here's a little bit of a stream, but it's not enough to really gather water. And that's it. 11.07. Oh, it's a frog. I don't know if y'all can see him or not. Whew. So according to Gaia, we're 1.2 miles from camp, which is going to make today a 12-mile day. Yeah. It's a poison ivy in here. Seems like the sun's trying to come back out. I can't tell if it's still raining or if it's just dripping. Oh, there's the sun. Okay, so those are some campsites down there. I mean, it looks like it would be a good spot because it'd be flat. I just don't feel like walking down there. I mean, it looks nice through the trees. Definitely plenty of room to play for both hammocks and tents. It's at 11.59. Let's see, I think I'm gonna grab me another snack because I haven't had anything since that protein cookie and I feel like I need something. I'll give Sally something too. Sally, you want a treat? You want a treat? Alright, so I gave Sally a turkey stick and I gave myself some dried pineapple. I keep wanting to say mango, but it's dried pineapple. Few of my spicy dates and some Pro-Bar gummies, so definitely feel a lot better. So I've got just under a mile to the spring closest to the shelter. I'm hoping with the rain like the past couple days it'll be running. Otherwise I'm gonna have to come back. It's like another like almost 5/8 of a mile back to the next spring. So man, it's just really pretty. But this last bit, especially since the split at Hogpen Gap, has been a little more rocky and rooty than what it's been most of the day. Apparently there's water down that way. This is at 11.85. But I'm just going to try to, I'm hoping with the rain that the one closer to the shelter is going to be running. There's nothing up here. So that makes me think it ain't going to be running down there either. Looks slippery. Oh jeez. Yep. Especially with the rocks. I'm glad the whole trail wasn't like this. That would have been exhausting. I think tomorrow is more of this type. scrambly stuff. It looks like that's fail, so this campsite 11.95 is not a good campsite. I mean, it don't even look like people are going back here because there's all kinds of poison. So yeah, this campsite right here is the one just before Blue Mountain Shelter. It is no good. And like I say, that's at 11.96. Cause I don't even see like another option. Well, that was a big. Oh yeah, it split. Let's see where it split. Top came out of it. Well, I hope nobody was camped there. Ginormous mushroom. Oh, that fell down the hill. There's a tiny campsite, 12.14. Has the tiniest fire ring. The snails seem to like it. But, I mean, I don't know what you could set up here. So I don't see a spot for a hammock. I mean, you would, I just don't. I don't know what you would set up here, to be honest. Unless you had just like a tarp. Some sort of tarp pitch, maybe. But, I mean, that's a small area. I hear a little drizzle. Let's see. Okay, so this is at 12.47, so we'll go ahead and get water here. It should only be 1/10 of a mile from camp, so. There's a pretty good little flow here. I'm sure the rain we've had has helped. So I already got a 2-liter bag, and then I'm gonna fill up this 2-liter C-Knot bag. Alright, so that was actually really good. That worked out well. I got this, and I got the 2-liter Hydro Pack bag. Just both had dirty water. I'll worry about filtering when I get to camp. But hopefully we're only carrying this 1/10 of a mile, but it's gonna be, of course, uphill. Oh, we almost there. Oh, please tell me this is the shelter. Yes! Woohoo! Alright. So this is at 12.53. Okay, so there's some nice tenting areas. Oh, there's the shelter. Yay! Okay, there's the rare cables. which looks decent. Looks like there's already people there. So we'll find a place to pitch, hopefully in non-dirt. So in the fog. Right now the inside of the tent looks like a mess, but I need to get all my crap that I brought: book, pillow, sleeping bag. I need my tensor pad, clothes, electronics, little bag, dry bag, GoPro, light, bullet thing, that's Sally's stuff, my socks, med kit, and food. Honestly, I don't know if I feel like that or. So I'm doing a cold soaked salad with a vanilla crunch bar. I need to put my rain jacket inside. Probably just getting dripped on. Hey. Sally, come here. No, lay down. So it just started raining, so I zipped down my vestibule trying to finish this salad. For anybody that's curious, these salads are filling. Like, I barely am able to finish it. So anyway, it looks like it's gonna be raining for a while, so I'm ready to get this finished, get hung up, and just read or sleep. Honestly, I feel tired. Salad's good, but it's just like, I miss my hot meal, but I knew I didn't want to mess with it. Just several people in the shelter. There's been like 3 people walk up since I've sat here, so. So that's what's moving through right now. There's a blue dot. I don't know how fast or slow this is going to end up moving through, but we might need to go ahead and just hang up the food now before it really starts coming down. So it looks like it's going to probably rain until dark, honestly. So we're just going to call it a night really. I'm really not going to do much other than just sit here and read. I got full signal on my phone, so I might like watch YouTube or something, but other than that, it was a great day on trail. Like, super grateful it didn't like pour down rain all day. But this was longer than what I thought it was going to be. It ended up being like 12 or 13 miles, something like that, and I thought it was only going to be 11. So I don't know if that's just because of the reroute or if what I'm using isn't accurate. But yeah, allegedly tomorrow is 8.5 to trade out in shelter. I think that's going to be our goal, because tomorrow I think it's supposed to be more rain. And hopefully I can just get to the shelter, because I figure most of these people, they'll probably do bigger miles tomorrow. So I'm hoping. And maybe we can get to the shelter and mark us a spot, because, you know, like, the tent's already getting dirty. So, yeah, it is what it is, but, just make the best of it, enjoy, calling it an early. See y'all in the morning.